What's going on, YouTubers? Thank you for checking in. I'm going live. I don't need to see people in here to go live, so I'm just going to start talking. And I'm going to discuss the stimulus checks that we just received and the reopening of the economy. I don't want to take too long, so I'm going to make this video quick. Right now, I'm not sure what's going on as far as people receiving the video. And I don't know what's the new policies or what's going on as far as search engine optimization. My channel is dying, but that's fine, because other things in other areas are growing for me, and I like it, and I love what's happening right now. So let's talk about stimulus checks, the 1,200, and for some people who are married, more money, and if you have children, even more money. So let's talk about the partisan issue with some of these things and what's going on in society today. There's a really big distinction between how people view this pandemic depending on what your political opinion is, right? If you're a Democrat, you don't care how long the economy stays closed. What's up, Eric? You don't care how long the economy stays closed. You just want it closed until you hear about not a single death happening and everyone is safe and maybe a mosquito won't bite you. And all natural causes of death are alleviated from this utopian earth that can't ever be achieved. If you're a conservative, you want the economy to open up right now because you see the devastating disaster and chaos that could happen if our economy stays closed. Would you regard people's safety? That could be questionable. But what is safety exactly? And should we be safe from everything? Because in the past, we've had flu viruses that have come every single winter. We've had flu pandemics, flu epidemics, and we've never closed down the economy because of any of those other things. When Obama became president, we had the H1N1 virus, and we didn't close anything. Right now, we're getting a stimulus packet, which is pretty dope. I don't know how it is, Eric. You'd probably know because you're in the UK. I don't know what the UK is doing as far as stimulus. I'm here in the US, and I know that everyone's getting a check. Some people have gotten their check already. And what's happening is people are taking their money and they're buying a ton of stuff. They're buying big screen TVs from Walmart and they're walking out with tons of electronics. People have already spent their money. And if you've watched my channel, you'd understand that I do not believe in throwing good money after bad. One of my rules of money is never throw good money after bad. And let me revise that. Let me add an addition to that. Let me clarify that. Let me talk about what that could mean. What I'm really saying is never throw money at a problem. Fix that problem and make that problem go away through re-educating or retooling or refueling the issue to find a way to solve that problem. Money is a tool. I've been writing this because I was trying to start writing a blog. And I use this as an example in a conversation with a friend of mine when I say, I talked about education and how education has become a cliche. It's become useless in today's society because I've been hearing people say things like, I'm entitled to an education. And that's kind of weird because I feel like I'm entitled to a Maserati. Doesn't mean I'm going to get one. But for people who think that they're entitled to an education, I'd like to remind you of something. I want you to pretend that I am. Yes, happy Friday, Q. What's going on, my brother? Q, you know what? I just got a notification this morning that you had a video. Yes, yes. That is funny. 80% of wages and people are walking around with all types of objects. Q, I got a notification that your video came out and you were talking about stimulus. I tried to make this video a few days ago, and when I recorded the video, I it just didn't work out for me. Somehow, I wanted to talk on this topic and I was afraid to entertain it. And I have to be very careful about the videos I'm making because I'm actually entering strange territory, and I'm actually communicating with people right now in Congress and different things, and people are looking at my social media profiles, and I have to be careful. So I didn't get a chance to talk about this topic, but let's entertain this topic just a little bit, and let me tell you guys what I'm talking about here. All right, so if I was a contractor and I was installing windows and I wanted to buy a truck drilling rig for $180,000, let's entertain something. First of all, why would I buy that drilling rig? I install windows. I don't need that drilling rig. It's useless to me. But as a contractor, I understand that. Here's the problem with people who feel like they're entitled to school and college. One of the things that happen that ruins it for them is that they don't have the transparency to understand that everything should be entitled based on need and need only. Because the only thing you're entitled to is rights. Rights to live, right to survive, rights to fail too. You should have a right to fail in life. You have a duty to fail. And when you fail, my problem is one of the reasons why I don't lean toward the left is because most people on the left side think that failure is somehow the worst thing that could ever happen to you. They take failure kind of in a way where the world just turned on them. And entrepreneurs and successful people look at failure as an opportunity. If I fail at doing something, I might be able to recalibrate that. Like, for example, my YouTube channel is on its way failing. And if it does fail completely, I will still make YouTube videos. I may not have to benefit from it financially, but it doesn't matter to me whether I benefit from it because I have other things that I do that I benefit from greatly, that I don't have to worry about my YouTube channel financially. So failure creates other opportunities. For me, the opportunities to make videos that impact certain people only. So I know one individual that I talked to on the phone who admitted to me in a 2-hour conversation, admitted to me that they went to school because they thought they would be better off than some of the people that they saw doing construction and stuff. They were like, I'm not going to be like this person. I'm going to be better than them. So there's a level of egotism that runs around with that so-called, quote-unquote, right to have an education. And I think that there's something wrong with that philosophy. And most people say that they go to school to be worth more money. So if you go to college to be worth more money, then here's the thing. Get to a point where you're making that money, right? How much do you want to spend on school before you're worth more money? Me personally, I would feel very uncomfortable with making less than $50,000 a year. If I ever got to that point, I would do everything in my power to not make less than that. I would get out, I would hustle, I would probably start several different businesses while I'm working, or just find a higher paying job. But throwing money at a problem never works. And these stimulus checks are just going to show America's underbelly. What it's going to do is it's going to show how poverty or being poor has nothing to do with the opportunities that you have. And this is one of the problems that happens when you lean more to the left too. You seem to think that someone's not giving you an opportunity and that they're holding you back, when in reality, America is a capitalist, opportunist country. And you have all the right to, if you really want to, become a millionaire if you really felt like it. Oh yeah, inflation is definitely coming. Inflation is on its way. You can bank on it. Mainly because we're spending money we don't have. $2.3 trillion thrown at problems. Whenever our government's behaving just the same way that irresponsible people do with their finances. If you have somebody that can't pay for anything and they put everything on their credit card and they just keep buying things that they want and complain when the credit card bill comes in. But here's the thing, mommy and daddy can pay it because the government looks at taxpayers as you're going to pay this, or the consumer as you're going to pay for this in the form of invisible tax, which is inflation. So the price of goods and services are going to go up. That's the second round of inflation. And that's one of the reasons why I am definitely, and let's check the market right now, because I'm right now on my fourth round of financing as far as buying equities right now, because I know what's coming. And as inflation comes, investments tend to tower. So you best believe that I'm looking at companies to buy right now as we speak. I noticed that Procter and Gamble, their earnings went up and their dividend has gone up significantly. So yes, you better believe that I'm going to be looking at, let me look at the feed. We got one more minute until the market opens up. So hit 15, 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds till 9:30. So the market's going to be opening up and I'm going to be doing the third round of financing. Where are we now? It is 9:30. The markets are open. Wow. The Dow is at 604, 2.57% higher. So throwing good money after bad is just not a great thing to do. It's not a good thing to do. I guess I have to wait for my portfolio to update. In the meanwhile, let's get some of these notifications off my, going blank on people. Yes. Anyway, make sure you guys like the video. If you're on here, press the like button, please. When you press the like button, it notifies other people. YouTube will send this video to other people. So make sure if you're on here, you press the like button. So anyway, or else YouTube's not going to send a video to anyone else. So yeah, you can't throw good money after bad. Stimulus checks. What should you be doing with your stimulus checks? Let's get to that. You should be either investing it or saving it for a rainy day. But there's not going to be any rainy days because the economy is going to open back up soon, and it's going to open back up stronger. But the only problem is goods and services are going to start costing more money. We were already seeing inflation with grocery stores, fast food, all that other stuff. We're seeing a lot of inflation. Guys, make sure you press the like button so this video gets out and more notifications go to other people. Hit that like button. Boom. So anyway, inflation is coming. Higher taxes are coming. One of the things that you might want to start thinking about, if you weren't thinking about it before, is not only just investing, but you might want to see where your savings threshold is. Okay, because money management is an important thing. You might want to be aware of what your economy is doing and what political spectrum you want to be more attached to. You want to watch out for the media right now because the media is on a frenzy. You got to look at the media as a corporation. Some media outlets weren't doing very good, and right now the only thing they're going to do is they're going to try to do anything they can to try to get their ratings up so that they can rake in more earnings. So be very careful the information you look at. Buying silver or gold, it might be a good thing. Maybe I would buy like gold coins. It might be smart to even buy cryptocurrency, but I lean more towards buying companies. Um, I think REITs are going to do incredible. Um, Actually, I bought GOOD yesterday. I bought some shares of that. I started looking at some of the investment letters. O Realty is like 33% discount right now. I don't even know where they are. Price wise, O Realty. Huh. Come on, give me the price. Oh, wow. Is it 49? Am I right? Is that correct? Is anybody looking at any investments right now? I use Yahoo Finance sometimes for wow, this is I just think my yeah, this is 52.96 right now. My 53.13. Wow. Okay. Um we're actually looking at a dividend ratio of 5.61. This is incredible right here. So anyway, let me just close this conversation in saying thank you so much, everyone, for watching, for staying subscribed, for commenting. Please make sure you guys are hitting the like button. A lot of my main viewers, you guys aren't hitting the like button, and it's not getting to any other viewers. This is hurting my channel very badly. But it doesn't really matter to me because I'm thinking about doing something different to get my channel back up. And I might actually start taking the monetization off my YouTube and start focusing mainly on putting more YouTube videos out and possibly even getting a website going to push it more. I almost thought about making a media company, but that's all in the works. I have so many other things that I think I'm more focused on outside of that than to be worried about a media company right now. So I'm just going to push out these videos. I hope everyone's paying attention to what's going on. And I'm getting all these notifications about stock prices right now. So you know where my head is at. You know, I've just been making a lot of transactions lately. Been doing a lot of contracts. A lot of things have been changing. Just restructuring all my deals and my financials. And pretty much just focusing on what needs to be addressed. That's it. Right now the market's open. I'm going to start buying. I'm going to use my stimulus check to empower myself. Yes, buy every week. REITs are good. Right now I'm very bullish also on Stag Industrials. I'm very bullish on a lot of different REITs. I think REITs are going to do incredible. REITs are definitely better than being a landlord. I was going to go and buy a multifamily property, a duplex. And then I started thinking about some of the tenants' attitudes in the area where I live at. I've actually been hearing stuff, and I've actually been seeing groups on Facebook where people are anti-landlord. And these groups having millions of people in it with all these insulting sayings, telling people that they should, oh, you can't collect rent, time to go get a job now. And people are assuming that landlords don't have jobs. Like we're just people that sit at home and watch Netflix like they do. And that's not the kind of people we are. U.S. healthcare REITs are really good, especially if you're talking about LTC. Yeah, renting right now with these entitled people. Let me just say something before I end this. I don't know what's going to happen in this video, but I'm going to leave it up. And if people don't like me, go kick rocks. I really don't even care. I'm just going to say what I got to say, and that's it. All my hardcore followers are going to follow me regardless. I know it's not going to be an issue. But let me just say this. You know, I have a friend who basically lives out on the West Coast and works for a huge tech company. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I'm not going to do that to myself. I know what will happen to this video if I do. But this individual makes $150,000 a year and pays a $4,000 a month rent and is complaining that they can't afford to live because the living expenses are too high in the area where they live at. And I looked at the wage that they were making, and I looked at other opportunities in other areas where they're in other cities where the cost of living is cheaper. And I'm thinking to myself, why not leave California and move to Dallas where the rent's a little cheaper? Now, I found a job that pays just as much, and rents are like near 2,000, so half that. So why don't you move? So $150,000 is just not enough money, I guess. So you have people with this entitlement mentality. And you have a lot of new millennials, a lot of young people going off to college and going off to school with no money, borrowing money, taking money from their parents. They want value, but they don't want to add value to the economy. This is just utterly ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just it's the worst thing I've ever heard of. My generation, we weren't like that. I mean, you got people literally out here doing this. I mean, I really don't get it. If you're in the room, please hit the like button so this video sends to other people. Unless you're just watching because you're curious and you really don't like me, which is most people who watch these videos. So anyway, I encourage it. So my thing is, we have these entitled folks. Yeah, people do live better than ever and they still complain. You are 100% correct about that. The property yields, not too much because I live in a Democratic state. Good morning, good morning. Everybody hit that like button. We got 8 people in here, so I'm gonna keep going really quick. I'm gonna end this pretty soon. But yeah, it's not very high. You have a lot of anti-landlord communities where I live at. I'm in a huge liberal state. I live in New York, and in the area I live in, the county is extremely liberal. If you looked at my county's budget, it would look like a nightmare on earth. We spend more money on assisted living programs than we do on school and education. And I'm talking of the dangerous kind and way high. Press the like button, everybody. Way high. Oh, you live in Western New York? Good. Bless you. Yeah, so it looks like a nightmare. You're talking about a county that makes, way over $80 million in property taxes and makes a lot of money in sales taxes and spends more money on government and assisted living programs than anything else. It's a horrible nightmare. And I can only imagine, my city is a sanctuary city. Its budgets for education are horrible. Its budgets for road and improvement and stuff like that are horrible. You're always running over potholes, no real structure. They charge businesses too much money to be here, so all the businesses left. It's like a ghost town. It looks like misery. It's gonna. I don't know if you guys ever played the game, video game Mad Max, but this area is starting to look like a wasteland, just like that. All the businesses are disappearing, and they don't want to do business here anymore because they have to pay way too many taxes. I say that if the county were to bring 4 mega hirers to provide 1,500 jobs, and just don't charge them tax for the next 5 years, then you'll see a whole lot more jobs. The unemployment. I mean, right now we're in a pandemic, but we're going to be opening back up, and you could see America's underbelly in this pandemic with all the people that are unemployed. You're going to start seeing some of these jobs are never coming back. So that's why I say, people, whatever you want to do. I think they gave the stimulus money to make people go out and spend it. Thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. Please, I got 9 people in here. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, I don't want to really do an outdoor walk around video in certain parts of where I live at. Maybe where I live directly, maybe I will, but not in the total area, because if I was to show you some of these areas, you guys would be completely disgusted. Where I live is extremely nice. I'd have to drive 15 minutes away to see all the crap, to see all the people that benefit from my tax income. You would literally see crap, garbage on the street, filth, people hanging out all times of the day. I don't even want to get into it. Just disgusting, literally disgusting. But it's a powerful Friday. The markets are looking great, and I just wish everyone success. I mean, we're looking better, and I have more optimism about the future. As far as new millennials, I'm not feeling hopeful. But sometimes if you look at these people, these anti-landlords, you can see that they have an entitlement mentality. If you never had a job before and you're only getting a job when you're 25 and 26 years old, which is okay if that's your reality, fine. I mean, what can I say? I can't really say anything about that, but don't have an opinion about what I'm doing. Don't have an opinion about landlords. Don't think that we're rich and, because some of us only make like a couple $100 and not even that much. We have mortgages to pay. We have bills to pay. We're not mega rich, not all of us. A majority of landlords are just people who are just trying to make some retirement income, putting away something for our retirement. We're not mega rich people. We're not the people you think we are. My name's not Bill Gates. And besides that, he's just getting torn up. Rightfully so. But yes, I mean, seriously. Stimulus checks. Reopening the economy is probably a good idea pretty soon. I mean, you got over 1,000 people per day dying from heart disease. No one's stopping the butter companies and closing the economy because of, people who are dying from cancer. Cancer is a more serious problem, And plus you got people being diagnosed who all the landlords out there, shout outs to you. I'm actually going to make a video just for landlords, and I'm going to talk about that on this channel. I'm not going to worry about algorithms with what I say anymore. I'm not going to worry about viral. I'm not even going to worry about the views anymore. If if people unsubscribe or get offended, then screw you. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I might not even monetize this one. I might just let it go. But if you want to get offended, then fine. Have fun. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, and I want to get the audience I really want on here. And I appreciate everyone for sticking around. And I've been on here for quite a while, so I'm actually going to end this now. I want to thank everybody for coming on. I hope that I addressed the topic that I used here. Yeah, we are in a recession, but recessions are opportunities for me because it means that I can bulk up on investments. So, but I will not be buying any properties in the future, maybe 5 years from now. But thank you, everyone. Have a good one. Make sure that everybody hits the like button. And I love the comments. Thank you for the comments. But share the video. That's right. I'm going to be that tough guy that tells it straight. I used to try to curate myself. Absolutely. I used to try to curate myself, but now I'm going to be honest. Landlords is coming up next, so get ready for that. We're going to talk about landlords. I talked about REITs already, but now I'm going to talk about landlords. Thank you.